Oh, massive offensive.
Full-on offensive, and College has red everywhere? The memes are rolling in. A huge breakthrough. He is fast on the micro.
He has a lot of 2-hit motorized, and College has been caught completely cold by this. And now he's got to try and deal with it. He's got to try and out-micro this and try and collapse it. There's a lot of divisions flooding through.
They're driving around him. He has so many of them.
It's a seriously bad situation for College.
Hello, Commanders, and welcome to Day 2 of CIC Invitational. My name is Midgeman, and I'm joined by Cam Christo. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. It's a pleasure to be here. We're back.
So we have SumZero, who is from our Open League, versus DiscardPixel up first, followed by Nir versus That Guy from College. They will then move through to a semi-final and then maybe face Dankus in the finals. We have two new Open players playing today. We have SumZero and Nir, and there is no one more qualified to talk to them than our casters from the Open League. So I would love to introduce Absolute Habibi.
Hello guys, thanks for having me again. SumZero, I believe in you. I really believe in that guy. He was the top of the Open League, was definitely the strongest player in the Open League. Even faced off Golden on his own stream and defeated him soundly too. He's the type of player that once he finds something that's strong, he does it over and over and over again and executes it properly.
Well, thank you, Habibi, and you may now probably go back to bed because it is very early where you are, so thank you for joining us all the way from the West Coast. We need to get a quarterfinal started, so let's throw this to the caster bunker and begin the first quarterfinal of Day 2.
And welcome all to the second day of Commanders in Conflict. I'm joined for this first quarterfinal by Bokuin. We have across the Rhine first. SumZero playing as the Allies, Discard as the Axis. In fact, that's the war beginning. He's checking the casualties very early on. Heading for Frankfurt with some cavalry divisions to secure this very early. It looks like he's going to get all 3 victory points. Basically uncontested so far. He has now got all 3.
And it looks like the tanks are doing some damage. And some of the divisions, I assume it's the cavalry division. Yeah, the cavalry division isn't piercing it entirely. Or is it?
At the moment, the cast just doesn't number enough to inflict the kind of damage you need to halt these tanks currently.
We actually got a battle going on with the tanks in...
Yeah, he's pushing into Frankfurt here. They are pushing right across that river in a pretty spectacular way.
There is one thing that's worrying me about Discard right now. It is if he's got the micro ability to do it all right now. Because I'm looking at his research. He hasn't selected a research right now. It's just running out.
Okay, well, let's...
I think what he needs to look at is like he could take his tank divisions, move them up, and try and encircle Amsterdam because there's actually some terrain that you don't have to cross a river for. I like seeing it. I like seeing some change, someone trying to change it up a little bit. But again, if it doesn't work, then we might fall back to the occasional gun rush build again. That's the railway gun encircle as well.
Oh dear.
Quite a heavy push right now.
He's meaning that whatever Discard tries to, it's another...
Yeah, and I also just checked the cast damage. Sometimes we're up to about 7 cast damage in some of these battles. That hurts, and again, this is if you are able to keep up battles and keep the battles going.
Possibly, in fact, he's cut off a bunch of divisions there in the south.
And right now, he's lost another 8 divisions down there in the south. I don't know how long he can hold on to this. If SumZero wraps up the southern pocket, that's what I would do, and then just afterwards go back and just end the game, essentially.
Casualties-wise, we're looking at 260,000 for the Axis, 67,000 for the Allies.
I'm really hoping we actually make it to a third round. As much as I love Discard, I don't know, man. Like, this is... I see why SumZero was hyped up now.
Yeah, I mean, SumZero, I think so far this has been like just really impressive clinical display.
There's not going to be a GG in this one, but I think we're about to have a forced GG in the next 2 minutes. If SumZero can break across the river, which he's already done, going towards Lübeck. And there goes Lübeck. He is at... There it is.
There it is. There's the capitulation.
What a round we just saw. The second that round ended, I DM'd SumZero. That was art. That was unbelievable.
Be interesting to see if he can do the same adaptation on Marco Polo. We can see he's actually planning like beam naval invasions directly into
Holy heck.
SumZero.
I mean, you have to imagine that's mostly a distraction play.
Yeah, 100%. But it's good to do some distraction. Yeah, and there it is.
We go. The push straight up to the line with tanks attacking into Qingdao. Okay, here we go. The first tank division has reached the front line.
And he is already getting pushed towards Beijing.
But the battle is not working. DiscardPixel's doom this province right here as that battle rages on.
These tanks will move super slow right now because they have nothing in them. He's actually pushing them right now.
Potentially, yep. There's the naval invasion. Many naval invasions. Let's take a look at this from Discard's perspective. Landing successfully behind the line. Is he going to be able to capitalize on it, though? I don't see how he could. Proving that he has the micro acumen. But look at this. The tanks are coming in, and they're now wiping them out. This might even leave Taijin in a bad situation. Ooh, but look at this. Big fight around Beijing. Push south from DiscardPixel, not quite good enough. DiscardPixel has 18 cavalry divisions right now. The VP rush strat is not dead.
And now Sub-Zero is moving on to the offensive.
Not working yet, but beginning to turn in his favor. And the flame tanks are coming out. Look at this. In the middle of a game-winning attack, he has the time to rapidly add some little flame support company tanks. That is fallen. And look at this. He saw the naval invasion coming and rushed south to react, but I mean, it's not going to work. Unfortunately, it's distracting. It might keep his attention away from the north, but right now he can afford to do that. He's taken the river crossing, and with the ports very well defended, that doesn't seem like it's going to work.
They are just rolling through into Manchuria right now.
And look at that. The tanks rushing up, cutting the supply lines for the southern forces.
Oh, and there's the GG.
And there it is. And DiscardPixel, one of our strongest contenders in previous rounds, is out. Sub-Zero giving us our very first 2-round victory.
Well, that was an interesting but also fast-paced first QF of the day. We're about to see Nir versus that guy from college.
We're starting off in this round with Sonnenblume, which is the North African map you may remember from the very first iteration of Commanders in Conflict. It is. Here we go. We'll switch over.
College's entire front is so dependent on Tripoli. And here goes the naval invasion, supported by 400 CAS. Not looking good early on. Ooh, no planes coming in to join just yet. Ouch. Force attacking them in. Wow, that was devastating. Don't worry about it. We're just going to push through, and look at that.
Oh, blimey.
Absolutely unstoppable. In that fight I saw, I mean, absolutely hammering through here. And now we're finding ourselves in a very risk of encirclement.
The speed at which they're moving, it's almost like they're tanks.
Especially because there we go. A little counter pocket. Very much under threat now, but it looks like...
So now we're in.
Nir managing to push in very, very effectively, but if he doesn't have any supply hubs that are close enough, he's rapidly going to find this offensive running out of steam. It's absolutely rubbish because their supply situation is devastatingly bad. It could all turn around. Look at this. College's counteroffensive suddenly seeing some green bubbles.
Those troops in the north that have held out have done an unbelievable job, and now it's an absolute counterattack.
That guy from college did not like being
Get to
told
the
he got
coast. If he can
micro.
get to the coast.
This is speedy.
Is he going to win it on micro?
And there we go. The attack to the coast. Oh, but
Just
it's not
got there
going
in
to work.
time, and now
for
he's
Marines.
overextended, and now that's going to get another encirclement on his troops.
Bold attempt by College there to rush down the coast. Not quite working. We're basically back to where we were, but now it is Nir who is the one with the 2 ports. Very dangerous moment right here for that guy from college, potentially having 5 of his divisions encircled on the front without too much ability to pin.
There's no pinning. Oh, he
Tried
got him out.
so
He got him
many.
out.
But unfortunately, I suspected it, and it has happened. That is the GG from college, and that is a point for Nir, his very first in the competition.
We now have College and Nir going head-to-head on Across the Rhine, the ultimate micro challenge.
College going for
choice.
Scandinavia.
Okay, so that's different. We've seen a lot of American plays on this map. We've seen a lot. Over on the Axis side, if they are taking the Italian side. Here we go. There's the declarations.
So yeah, we've got some defense of Cologne. We've got some defense of Amsterdam. Now we've actually got real units in the towns. Now it's not just these meme divisions.
Yes, the Rhine now being a real barrier here for the Allies moving up. Those Rangers, unfortunately, they have to cross the river, so it's a forested tile, which is great.
In the last game, Nir went on the offensive, correct?
Yes.
Even though he was basically winning the game. We're in the same scenario right now. He holds Frankfurt, he holds Amsterdam. Is he going to stick to this and just try and cast him into the ground and completely obliterate his strength with that?
He's going for it, actually. You can see an attack here from Nir, just south of his front line here. College is going to have to react to this. If he doesn't, he's going to lose a bunch of divisions here.
But redeployed them up north to Amsterdam, where he's
There's the
actually breaking
encirclement.
across.
Yeah.
How is he going to approach?
Oh, massive offensive.
Full-on offensive, and College has red everywhere?
See
the memes are rolling in. A huge breakthrough. He is fast on the micro. What is going on? He's going for all the VPs. How many two with motorized does he have?
He has a lot of 2 with motorized, and College has been caught completely cold by this. This is a lot like the previous game. Nir has just suddenly sprung this colossal offensive.
Paris is taken. It's encircled. They're actually doing good work. They're holding Paris. And he just rushed them through. I've never seen something go that fast. That was actually a pretty good micro.
Yeah, look at that green air. It's just absolutely destroying.
500 casts on in the field right now.
And
there it is.
The capitulation, that's the GG.
How long was that? Was that 10 minutes? Oh, no.
Oh, it was more than 10 minutes. It was more than 10 minutes. Well, look, we had 20 minutes left on the clock. So that's it.
I can't believe what we just saw.
It was devastating.
Not only did we just see last time's runner-up go out, but we saw an army of the Poe vehicle rush tactic.
It's a really tough turnaround for Nir to go straight into this semi-final against SeeMops, who was the top-ranked Open League player.
We're on a less micro-intensive map, Sun and Bloom. Red Army versus Japan.
Okay, so it's the Imperial Japanese military, potentially going down the naval path, could be interesting, but also Arasaka gives you the infantry equipment reduction.
Yeah.
So, I mean, gels nicely with someone that hasn't been building any infantry equipment. It is time for war. He's thinking, okay, where are their men? Look at that! He's looking like, where are their divisions?
Yeah.
He opened it up. He was like, how many divisions does this guy have? And suddenly, it's all about this. Look at that. Look at that. The offensive line drawn to Sayuta.
10,000 unsupplied troops versus maybe 1,000 supply troops. Like, I don't know, man. Like, they could easily just walk up to them.
So he actually is going to have the cast support coming in here. Big desert assault going on right now, driving them back. Katushka's blazing away on this attack. The push along the coast going pretty well, putting SeeMops in a dangerous position. The motorized core is storming through.
Nir's in a position where he can just choose to sit here, but he's still trying to, you know, get the final blow.
And there we go. The attack on the airbase. I mean, what can be done? He is falling back to Gabe's. There will not be a GG as Tripoli falls, as Tripoli is being allowed to fall.
He must try a naval invasion. There's no other, because if you fall all the way back there, you've given up on what's done. Then you've got to try a naval invasion somewhere. There's the Marines, though. 3 Marines coming out. I think this is the play I was talking about.
Here we...
Is it going? It's going. Let's see.
It's going. 4 Marines.
It's up in the air right now.
It's not enough.
He needs the force attack.
And Benghazi, Benghazi beginning to go against him.
It's the force attack. But again, he cannot afford to do another force attack, and he's got way too many units under that general.
But there's no reinforcement. Nir is looking at the wrong front right now. He doesn't know that Benghazi is still under serious threat. It's just the militia.
Oh, no.
Nir!
No.
Nir, you're looking... Okay. Nir looks over.
No, he needs the last stand. He needs the last stand.
Okay, there's the last stand. The strength is dropping, but it's going to be enough because he just soared. Oh,
there it is. He put his hands in the air.
That's it.
A good try. I will say that was one hell of an attempt at the end there.
It was.
We are playing Across the Rhine, the classic micro contest we've seen a number of times throughout this tournament so far. Generally, players have decided to focus on land combat. Here we go.
And he's immediately pushing them back, not only taking Amsterdam, but potentially Utrecht. Utrecht will be a devastating thing for the Allies to hold this early. That forest province with plains adjacent to it, incredibly easy to push from. This is what I'm talking about. If you take Amsterdam and Utrecht, you are very, very difficult to stop as the Allies, and this is going to be putting some pressure on Nir here. Where is the response? There appears to have been not a single movement. I mean, that is looking absolutely devastating. This is looking absolutely devastating. Look at this. The front is being rolled up and the fallback line is being made on Hanover. Oh my God. As soon as Amsterdam and Utrecht fall, it's just plains. And that's where the Hell on Wheels tank division becomes even more unstoppable. Anyway, the push here west of Hanover is looking very dangerous. Just managing to hold for now. They are, of course, into his air zone, but he's still Nir, that is still losing in the air. And look at this, the line is breaking, and you have to imagine that is going to be pretty devastating. Oh my goodness, as they push through in the north, the tank is charging forward. 10 divisions in Hanover.
174,000 casualties for the Axis, at 42 for the Allies.
He's deploying more units. I respect it. I respect the heck out of that. He's like, no.
They can't even get to
I'm going to rush deploy some more guys. They fought their war. They tried hard. They fought for 3 whole months is how long that war took, to be precise. And we will be going to the final round of this one.
Yeah, we're about to see a brand new map.
We are.
We haven't seen before, so anything can
Brand
happen
new
in
to
this
us,
one.
brand new to the players. They've got no point of reference. It's going to be an intense match. We can see here are the 3 victory points. 2 northern and 1 further south. Those mountains right next to Nagpur are going to be an interesting thing if you're approaching from the Axis side. Much harder to get to if you're on that side than on the Allied side.
I think the main battle is going to be about Nagpur.
The parity order has been launched. It's dropped.
Yeah, he didn't
taken.
put his planes up. He forgot to put his planes
So
up.
that's 6.
No
that's
way.
6 paratroopers in Nagpur right at the start. He didn't get the airplanes up. You had it. Having secured Nagpur and Lucknow, so he's coming east now along this this very wide area of plains. That's going to be excellent to use his tanks on.
And
On a
my
victory
God.
point.
Will he reinforce? Won't he? Oh, and there it is. He
The
just
retreating,
lost.
he's
He
lost
stopped the
Nagpur.
move. He stopped the move. What are you doing? Okay, please make it in there. I want him so bad to make it in there. No! He stopped the move and he didn't make it in.
Yeah,
Reading that.
over here on this battle here, we can see there's quite a concerted attack south of Nagpur here to get these 8 divisions out. So as soon as that tank turns up, it just turns the tide immediately because the damage it's doing is just extraordinary.
And we're seeing an actual, he's moving into the snake that he's created now. I don't think he's going to be able to hold it because he's low on supply in there, but he's forcing Zero to focus on that instead. Oh, but
Yeah,
we're about to get a pocket
get...
on the other side, and it's open. One of the other tiles is open. If Nir sees this, he can encircle the entire Nagpur salient. Is he moving? He's not moving for the open province. Nir, please! On the right, instead of attacking the units, look at it. Oh, and there's the encircle for the other side.
Oh, no. And so he's cut off. That's 17 divisions.
Is that? Oh, he recovered the south.
Oh, my God, he got it.
And now we're looking at a salient that's about to...
Come back, kid.
And we are currently... Oh, it's about to be cut off again on the other side. Oh, no, we've got 15 divisions encircled this time.
And he's still playing. There's no giving up. We love to see that.
Yeah, gotta
even though
respect
he
that.
suffered 431,000 casualties.
It does look like the southern front is about to collapse, though. Look at how far zoomed in Sub-Zero is right now. He's not looking at anything but Patna right now.
The countdown has concluded. It is Sub-Zero who take this semi-final 2-1 and will be progressing through to the final tomorrow to face Dankus in a best-of-5.
Well, there we have it. A semi-final sorted. Sub-Zero going through to the grand final with Dankus. Norway versus Sweden.
Yep.
A great Nordoff. Will it be an invited influencer, or will it be the up-and-coming young Sub-Zero dethroning the king of micro himself and becoming the new regent of the realm?